still stay in touch with my high school friend Tim. He's married now, just like me, has kids, just like I do. I remember him telling me recently about his most recent Christmas gift for his wife. Apparently it started like this. His wife, Canette, came home one night and said, "I was out shopping, and I saw this most beautiful lamp in a secondhand store. It's blue with these little white flowers on it and a white covering. It just was absolutely gorgeous. It looks like something that was in my grandmother's house years and years ago. For all I know, it might be the same lamp." And Tim said, "Wow, that sounds really cool. Where was this second-hand shop you were looking at?" And she named a street, and he said, "Why were you there?" "Well, it was a second-hand shop that I knew had some really good stuff. But that neighborhood's not very good." And Kenneth said, "It's the neighborhood you grew up in." Tim said, "Yeah, that's why I know it's not that good." "Well, I love the lamp. And if you want to get me something for Christmas, you can get me that. Just drive out Salem Avenue. It's out there." So he said, "Okay." Well, like most of us men, Tim put off buying his Christmas gift for Kenneth that year and put it off and put it off. And finally, it was Christmas Eve morning, and he hadn't gotten her anything. And he remembered, oh, yeah, there's that lamp that she wanted out in the secondhand shop on Salem Avenue. God, I'm going to have to go see if I can find that. So he drove up and down Salem Avenue all Christmas Eve morning. He never saw a secondhand shop. And just out of curiosity, he turned around on one of the side streets to see what his old house was like. It was pretty good. There was a family living there. It was warm enough that there were people out in the yard. But he looked around at his old neighborhood, and it just didn't look the same. He thought, well, I'm just going to have to go to the department store and get some jewelry or some perfume or something, because I never did find that secondhand shop. Well, he's driving to get back to Salem Avenue, and at one point, he's driving and he pushes on the gas, but the car is slowing down. The engine keeps revving, but the car keeps slowing down. He tries to put it in a couple of different gears, same, till finally there's just nothing. He's not going anywhere. So he gets out of his car and he looks around, and he's still in parts of the neighborhood that aren't that great. But he knows he's only a couple blocks from Salem Avenue, and there's got to be a payphone there. Yeah, this is back in the days of payphones. This is before cell phones. So he gets on Salem Avenue and starts walking. Sees a convenience store and a phone booth next to it. Goes to his wallet and realizes he doesn't have anything except a $20 bill. How's he going to make a phone call? So he goes into the convenience store, gets some change, buys a candy bar, goes in, puts the quarter in the slot, and calls his wife and says, "I'm stuck. The car broke down. Can you call somebody to get me?" And he said the name of the street, and she said, "You're over by that secondhand shop." He says, "I am. I haven't seen it anywhere." She says, "Well, no, you're close by. But I'll call the tow truck. They'll meet you at where the car is." He said, "Okay." And he came out of that phone booth, and then right next to the convenience store, he didn't know how he missed it, there it was, the secondhand shop. And there it was, right in the window, the blue lamp. He knew it exactly from her description. That was it. So he goes into the store, he buys the lamp, they put it in a box. He walks back up to Salem Avenue and around the corner and a couple of blocks to his car and waits for the tow truck. Tow truck arrives, and since it's Christmas Eve, he says, "Look, I'll tow your car to wherever you want it to be fixed, but I'll give you a ride home too if you need it." So he did. And he walked in with the box, set it under the tree, and then that night, after they put the kids to bed, he and Kenneth went about the business of making ready for Christmas morning. Tim had a bicycle to put together that he swore she wasn't going to get finished before 5 in the morning. But as they were working on all the things to prepare for Christmas, the TV was on, and the news came on. And about an hour after Tim had been in that convenience store in that secondhand shop, somebody had come into that convenience store to rob it. They were armed. They fired a few shots. Nobody was killed. But it just reminded Tim how dangerous things can be. And he looked at the lamp over there in the box and he said, there's no lamp that's worth risking your life over. But then he looked at Kenneth sitting on the couch. He said, but she's worth it. I would do anything, absolutely anything, to let her know how much I loved her. And so this Christmas, I remember that story as a way of reminding all of us that God is willing to enter our violent and crazy world and do just about anything to let us know that we are loved.